Hey Noriko, I'm here to answer your Q&A questions. I have my computer out with them open, and I look forward to seeing you at NHK Trophy, but here it goes. Can I ask you a few questions about your programs for this season? Of course. Who chose the music? Roheen chose my short program music. He sent it actually to me about 2 years ago, thinking about the piece I Can't Go On Without You as an exhibition program, and I hadn't used it at the time, obviously, and when this year we started brainstorming, for whatever reason I kept coming back to that piece and was like, okay, you brought this to me, what do you think about doing it? And he was all on board. And with the free program, I chose the music for that. I brought it to David Wilson, and I brought it up to David Wilson about the concept of skating to Schindler's List, and he was like, absolutely. He was all on board. Are there stories or characters you try to express with the music? I mean, I think with my free program, I really am trying, it's a very impactful, meaningful story to me, and I hope that, that emotion comes across while I skate it. And with the short program, it's really, I'm trying to just be cool, and I think when I think about the character, I kind of think about going through a little bit about like the kind of the stages of grief when you're like losing someone, like where someone's kind of right in front of you and you feel like I can't go on without this person. And you kind of go through those stages as the program goes on, and you kind of realize that they're no longer there and you can no longer be with them. But it kind of takes a little bit of a cool, sultry vibe. Your costume for the short program is very stylish and cool. Who designed it? A woman named Elena Pollock designed it. She sends over a bunch of kind of costume designs, and we look at them and we kind of choose the ones that we think would suit it best, and then we go from there. And so she's the one that designed it and made it. About your free program, I heard you wanted to skate to Schindler's List for a long time. When did you start thinking about using this music? I think I have wanted to skate to Schindler's List for at least 5-6 years. It's always been a piece of music that has touched my heart, and I think a piece of the movie is just and what it's about is such a piece of my history, and I just have always felt this deep connection with the music, and but I really wanted to wait to perform it once I felt like I was mature enough and really could understand it and really could bring the story to life to the best of my ability. And so I really didn't feel that capability until now. But I'm so excited that I'm skating to it, and I just absolutely love performing it, and I can't wait to continue performing it as the season goes on. You went to Israel one summer. Did it contribute to your desire to skate to this music? No. They were completely separate. I loved Israel. I had the greatest time when I went that summer, but it didn't have effect one way or the other about skating to the music. They were two amazing, very different experiences. Who designed your free program costume? Does the belt-like pattern on the bottom of the shirt have any specific meaning? For the free program, Elena Pollock also designed it, and I doesn't really have with this piece being such a it's also very important to so many people, and everyone, it means something to someone different because it's such a historical piece of music and a part of history, that we really were trying not to make the costume symbolic in any way. We want it to be plain, kind of simple. So no, I love the belt, and I think it's super cool, and I love what she did with it, but there's really no meaning behind it. We've tried to really not bring too much meaning to the costume and kind of left it more to the interpretation of the music. About your life in Toronto, do you often cook? What are your favorite meals to cook? I do cook. I think my favorite thing is to grill. Once I learned how to grill and barbecue, I think that's been my favorite meal of choice. Steaks, chicken, veggies. Like, if I had to pick my favorite, like, the meal that I had, like, before leaving for NHK Trophy was a big steak. I grilled a big steak and zucchini and asparagus. Like, it's just easy, it's delicious, and I love it. And it's easy to clean up. Are you taking any college classes this fall? If so, what are they? Are they online classes? Do you have lots of homework to deal with? I am taking just one class. I'm taking a sociology class, and I love it. I think it's really important for me to keep up taking classes. Gets my mind on different things, and not just focus on skating, but keeps my mind working in a lot of different ways. And no, I do love it. There has been a lot of homework, but it's only one class, so I've been balancing it well with the skating, and yeah, I've really, really enjoyed it. About inspiration, do you have any favorite inspirational quotes? I mean, I love, just thinking about always follow your heart. I think that's something when I ever write autographs, I'll always try to add. If there's space, I'll write always follow your heart. And I think for me, it's just, that's very inspirational to me. And then I also love the Oscar Wilde quote of be you, everyone else is already taken. Because I think that's so true. In this world, we try so hard to, compare. We always compare ourselves to others or feel, whether it's inferior or better than, like whatever, people feel. And I think that we have to remind ourselves that as people, like there's only one you, there's only one me, there's only, and I think that the power of that individuality and what each one of us individually bring to this world. Any books that inspired you most that you can recommend to us? I think for books and inspiration, I think for me, I love books about people's lives, and they don't have to be real. It can be fiction or nonfiction, but I just love the stories that people go through, and whether they're true or made up, about life and the obstacles that they face. I think if I could pick one, my favorite books is by Jeffrey Archer. It's called Cain and Abel, and it's about these two people who grew up in different sides of the world and kind of how they were raised and their lives crossed paths over the span of their entire lifetime. So, I mean, I love that book. Yeah. And lastly, please give us a message for your Japanese fans. You guys know this, but I just want to say, いつも応援をありがとうございます。皆さんのためにスケートします。頑張ります。すぐに会いましょう。